Wreck-It Ralphie here, doing a little different video today. This is going to be a start to finish project. I don't have all the materials yet, so I'm kind of going against the grain, but I figured I'd share it with you guys and you can come along the way and see if it changes or if it stays to the original design. This is the back of my boat, and it's never really been finished. The gas can kind of rolls around. I always had a bungee on it. We usually throw like our muddy shoes in the back here, but it needed some work and it's unusable space. So I've decided to make a little platform, something to hold the gas can. Maybe I can do a dual gas can setup too when I'm done, if I need another one if I'm going out for a while. This is a 3-gallon can. It lasts a while, but another can would be nice. So I measured it out and I found an inexpensive cooler online that's going to fit in this space pretty nice. Right now, I don't have a good spot for a cooler, and this could be more like a cooler / live well storage area. So let me get that out. I'll show you what this looks like first before I throw anything in there. This is the back. You get the bilge pump, the gas can. That's about it. So it is nice to see in there if there's water in the back of the boat. When I first started using it, I wanted to keep an eye on it. It doesn't really take on any water, but now I'm a little more comfortable, so we're going to cover some of this space up. So I'll pull the cooler out. That it fits pretty well. It's actually a little heavier than I was expecting. I'll throw a board in here to mock it up so you can see what it looks like. But here's the cooler. The colors were either tan or gray. I thought the gray, I liked the tan because of the sunlight on it, but the gray I thought matched the boat a little better. So it fits in here pretty decent. So I'm going to build an aluminum platform with some angle iron, maybe some diamond plate. But so far I have done one thing prior to this video. This seat used to fold back so you could access underneath it. So I did reverse that last night so that it folds forward. So it's not as user-friendly from when you're standing in the boat, but I will be able to access everything that's in there, and then you can also flip up the cooler. So kind of a happy medium. I mean, these designs change throughout the projects. Okay, and I already had to modify and cut my drill bit in half to get my drill inside of these boxes. The aluminum angle bolts back to this transom here, and then it runs up underneath this back seat all the way to both sides of the seat. I wanted to help transfer this load of the torque from the motor pushing and pulling throughout and try to strengthen it up a little bit more. It can't hurt. The boat doesn't flex much now, but it's all part of the design, I guess. So I'm going to get these two inner ones drilled and then mock this up. All right, I have the aluminum angle mounted and the cooler sitting back in here on a block of wood. I'm going to email my local supplier to get my aluminum diamond plate. I just wanted to look at everything one last time to make sure I'm making the right decision. The plate's going to be, it's going to change a little bit. I'm going to have him cut a rectangle, and then I'll probably shape it to fit and scribe it in and make it look good, and it's going to be really functional. So I'm really looking forward to it. So hang tight, and hopefully we'll have that plate soon. Pretty pumped. My local metal supplier was able to crank this thing out in a few hours. So I just picked it up after work today, and this is it. It's 1/8 inch aluminum diamond plate, checker plate, whatever you guys want to call it. Probably weighs about 10 pounds. It's not real heavy, and I'm not real concerned with adding some weight to this boat. When I originally built it, I had a 9.9 on the back, so I was really conservative about adding too much weight. Now that I have a Tohatsu 20 horsepower fuel injected, I got a lot more power, so adding a few pounds isn't going to break the bank here. So I'm going to get this thing all laid out and cut it up and see how I can make it fit. All right, I got the aluminum all laid out. I figured I'd show you guys how I cut it. I just use a cordless circ saw. Depending on the thickness, it works with 1/8 inch. And I got a flap disc on a grinder. Try to shape it a little bit. I don't know if you can see the Sharpie that I drew out on here. It's probably hard to see because it's so glossy. But we'll see. I'll have to grab a jigsaw also, but we'll cut this thing up. First cut is the worst here. there's some of the initial cuts. I'll have to come back through with a jigsaw and cut these, clean these radii up. Oh, and I forgot to clip these corners too. One thing you can spot a rookie when they're working on the ground. Always get yourself a table. Don't work on the ground. That's just, these tables are so inexpensive. There's some sawhorses, but I'm always seeing people working on the ground. It's dangerous and it's not efficient. I got the aluminum piece cut out, and I think I got the camera angled a little bit better so you can really see down into the back here. So we'll see if this aluminum fits. I cut it, cleaned it up a little bit with the flap disc. It might need a little bit more fine tuning. We shall see. This fits. Yeah, it fits pretty decent. Move it around so you can see down into the back a little bit. So you got a hole so you can see what, if there's any water in there for the bilge. And then I cut it around these corners for the gas tank and stuff like I was talking about. Camera back, down, whoop. See how this cooler fits. That's the crowning moment here. Now I know the cooler is going to need some brackets or something to keep it from moving. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. Some brackets to keep it from moving around. But boy, that is cool. That's great. There's still access. You can see down into the water. Put your plug in there. Fits good. Just a few tabs, and then I'll scuff and paint the aluminum black. It's going to be a little hot. Yeah, I'll decide on the color. But I was originally planning on just doing black since this checker plate. I thought it would look good. So I just got done scuffing everything. It's all prepped for paint. I'm going to wipe it down with wax and grease remover. And we were going to do black. My wife and I decided on a different color. So I think it's going to look pretty good, the color that we're going to paint this. The framework will be black. But this, it took some thought and some second guessing. So we'll see what it looks like. We're going to prime it and paint it. Really excited. So just stay tuned. Thanks for sticking around through this whole project. I finally got a chance to finish it up, and I'm really excited to test it out. See how it works on the water, if it vibrates, if it's user friendly. We ended up going with like a nice burnt orange, definitely a little nicer than black. So you can see the finished product here. Got some added bracing. I grabbed some more aluminum angle in case if the cooler's not in here and you step from the seat on this, it's not going to fold out. But these are the cooler straps, which are pretty cool, the tie downs. And then in the back corner are the tie downs for the gas can. We used to have like a bungee cord holding it together, and that didn't work. So set everything in here and we'll see what it looks like. I'm probably going to get some rubber or something for this gas can so that can go in between the can and the floor. But you can see these tie down, you'll just have a nice strap pulling this down. It's not going to bounce around like it used to. Nice flat floor. Then I'll grab the cooler. Cooler, pretty sweet. Fits in there really nice. Still able to open the seat, get your things, open the cooler, grab everything else. Now here is what I really liked about this finished product, and I'm glad the project took a little bit longer because I was able to do a little bit of research. I bought two, I only needed one. It's a cooler tie down kit. It's all stainless. It comes with straps and screws. This thing really sets it apart, and it's nice because the low profile, you don't have the cooler in there and you step in the back without shoes, it's a little bit easier, a little safer on the bottom of your feet. So it came with these cam straps. And most of these blow molded coolers have these loops so that you're able to tie down the cooler. I'll zoom in here once I get this finished. And open and close it too. So it's really slick. I'm going to cut these, are a little long, but you kind of see how that holds it in place. So there'll be one on either side. And then also, when you're beaching the boat, you need to lift the motor up. You should be able to step right there, reaching in the back, hopefully, and lift the motor, and it fits with the cooler still back there, which is so slick. But if you have any questions, comments, anything else you want to see any details of, please don't hesitate to ask, and like and subscribe. Thank you.